Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. I'm Anthony, and I'm going to take you through today's PF Go workout in the dark. For our warm-up today, we're going to do 2 rounds of 10 med ball deadlifts, 10 med ball street presses, and 10 med ball sit-ups. Here we go. So Grace is going to put that med ball between her legs. She's going to start by standing it up and tapping the ground. At the very bottom, what I want her to do is squeeze her shoulder blades and stick her chest out as far as she can. You have a nice, smooth rounding of that back, also known as an arch. Now, we're going to flip it up and hold it straight up in front of us, fingertips pointed straight up to the sky. Press up, hold, lower back down, and then rocket it right back up off the chest. Think about the ball as bouncing. It bounces and then it floats. Each time, come in contact, lock it out, and hold it right over top of your shoulders, hips, and knees. Now, we'll go to the ground here for med ball sit-ups. We're going to have our feet straight and slightly spread apart. You're going to reach back over your head, touch the floor, and touch your feet. Good. You want to try and touch the med ball in line with your foot, so you really have to reach nice and far forward. Good, thank you. Now, we'll go through the deadlifts, the strict presses, and the sit-ups one more time before moving on to glute bridges off of the med ball push presses, and med ball ground overhead. Now, these glute bridges, what you're going to do is lay down on your back, your feet are going to be flat, your hips are going to be directly like halfway between your feet and your ball. You're going to drive your hips up, hold it, and come on back down. Now, Grace, can you cross your arms and cross your chest? Well, the reason why we don't want the hands on the ground is because we're working on a little bit of stability. So hips go up, you pause, your hips should lift up a little higher, and then we'll go back down. Every time your trunk moves with your hips. Now, we're going to get up off the floor for 10 med ball push presses. Now, remember that bouncing ball analogy. So you're going to hold that ball in front of you, squat down 2 inches, and drive, and lock out up overhead. Now, the first round, you're going to keep the ball in your hands. The second round, I want you to give it a little toss. Toss, catch, right back up again. Toss, catch, just like a bouncing ball. It hits the ground, goes right back up. Make sure to not throw the ball out in front of you for all 10 reps in a round. Now, finally, to finish our warm-up, we have med ball ground overhead. Now, in between the legs, can you go to a deadlift position? This is not where we're going to do a med ball ground overhead. The shoulders are going to stay in, but the hips go down. So the chest comes up a little bit higher. So your angle from your shoulder to your hip in relationship to the floor should be different. Butt down, chest out. Now from here, snap up, lock it out overhead, and back down. Now, of course, it wouldn't be fun if we didn't make it adjusted. So the first round, you're just going to hold it up and over your head. The second round, you're going to toss it to yourself and catch it, not on your face. You want to think about pulling the whole time. You're never going to go into that push. Pull, 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 toss, catch. Good, relax. Now, if you've gone through that second time with the throws, we're going to move on to the strength for today. Now, we have push jerks. 5, 5, 5, 5. 4 sets. We're going to work up to a moderate weight, not maximal here. We want to work on efficiency and not max weight. So what we're going to do is grab that PVC pipe. We're going to hold it up on our shoulders. Now, from the profile, the elbows are just barely in front of the bar, the slightest bit you can possibly go. Too far up, and we lose all that power from the press. Down, you're also going to spread the elbows out so your chest is nice and open. Now, you're set up for success. Breathe in, slow dip, and jump, land. Now, when you jump and punch as hard as you can, you're going to land on the ground soft. So you have jump, punch, land. Can you demonstrate that? Good. Jump, punch, land. That's the order. Now, every time you come down, unlike in the warm-up, we're going to stop, breathe in, and reset. So think about 5 reps as 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 without putting it down. Now, we'll build up each set until we hit our 4th set. Then it's time to deload, and we're going to get ready for today's workout. We have a 5-minute AMRAP, 1-minute rest, 5-minute AMRAP. 3 moves each set. Now, the first 6 push presses, 4 push jerks, then we have 9 toes to bar and 12 med ball ground overhead. Many reps as possible. Now, you guys know what the push jerks look like, but this time we're going to cycle. Give me a couple cycles. We'd like to see all 6 of these done unbroken. Dip, drop, dip, stand. As soon as that bar lowers, it initiates the dip of the next one. Just like we land soft on the catch, you want to land soft as that bar comes down and lock it up and overhead. 6 unbroken reps, then drop that weight down to the ground. Now we're going to go over to the rig, grab on, and you have 9 toes to bar or 9 hanging knee raises. Or we'll do med ball sit-ups in place of that. Just like in the warm-up, you want your legs straight, tap the floor over your head, tap in between your legs. Now, there is something in between. So what I'm going to have Grace do is pick her feet up 2 inches off the ground, her legs are straight. She taps the ground over her head, and She sits up and touches by her feet, but her feet stay up off the ground. It's super hard. You can even do a tuck up with that med ball too. We want you to have a little bit of a variation that's not just as boring as hanging knee raises or med ball sit-ups. So give it a try holding those feet up off the ground. Now our third exercise is med ball ground overhead. We did plenty of these in the warm-up. However, these are going to be heavy. I want you to grab that ball that's 2 weights heavier than what you normally use. So if you normally use 20s, well, guess what? It's time to use the 30s. If you normally use 14, we're going for 18, or you know what? Just go for it. Grab the 20. You got 5 minutes of that, then you have 1 minute rest, and then 5 minutes of the same pattern all over again, picking up where you left off. I'd love to know how far you get or how many rounds you get. Let us know in the comments below. Have a great workout and a great rest of your day.